welcome to the She Lead Showcase. I, of course, am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of She Lead, a part of the Wardlow fan club, Miss Katie Kinsey. Baby.
Hey, baby. I'm wearing the shirt now.
Look, see, my girl's even repping me and little Adam over
Ribbon,
here.
my hostess with the mostest.
Gracias. And join with me, of course. She's this way on the screen. The young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing, the Rhodes family eating, the spice of life, the sassy senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my Adam Cole. I know she's sad about it. It's a tough subject. I'm so sorry.
Touchy subject, but
Touchy
thank you.
subject. It's okay. My lovely co-host,
It's okay.
Miss Y2 Garcia. Savannah. No.
Nah.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Obviously, I could be better. Honestly, though, I am doing better than I was doing Sunday night.
Good.
After the main event of Double or Nothing. So it's progressively getting better. Like, I don't cry when I talk about it this time, but I feel like I'm going to. There's a big difference because on Sunday, whenever I would think about it, without even having to talk about it, I would cry. So yeah. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw the super long, I guess, statement, if you will, that I made as to why it affected me so much and why it hit me so hard. And it actually goes a little deep. So
I read it, struggled to read it because my eyes are so bad. I was literally like squinting, but I read it.
I know, sorry, but
I did read it. Can't remember what anything says because I think I read it at like 3 a.m, but I read it.
I'm gonna say I uploaded it at 2:30ish my time, so you were probably reading this at like 4:30 or something. If you
knowing
fought
me,
right when I
probably was awake, so that's fine. Jesus.
You know what, Vince, I'm like, you know what, Vince is indefinitely suspended from the hashtag Assless Chaps game. Indefinitely suspended.
This club shouldn't be a thing. I'm we're not even getting it.
I know. All chaps are assless, but you know what? Vince is out of the Assless Chaps gang indefinitely until I say so.
You know what we are going to talk about, though?
What?
So obviously it is no longer May. And we obviously talk about mental health all the time.
It's June now.
It's June. Katie. Oh my god. You know what June is, bitch? It's Pride Month.
It's Pride Month. So I'm kind of broke, but I'm hoping next time I get some money, I've kind of made it my little tradition to get the Morphe Pride palettes every time they release one. The first one I did it, last year was the second time, I believe, and I got it. And now they have 2 palettes, or like 2 9-pan palettes, and I'm like, you know what, let me just, because all proceeds go to the Trevor Project, which I think is very sweet and very, like, it's just really good of them to do, and I support, as I've mentioned before, and I've fucking ranted on, so I want to show my support, and that I think, if that's one of the ways I can do it, then yeah, why not, contribute to something that will go, buy something that will contribute to something great, that's
exactly,
like
it'll help, it'll go a long way. Also, what's up, Getcho? So, it is Pride Month. I'm creating a design in my head to put on a shirt and put on the store. I'm not sure about it yet. I might need to go to my select few people and be like,
I kind of want to know what it is.
I can, once I, get it, designed before I put it up, I'll send it to you.
Well, I was thinking of a design, not to put on the shirt, because obviously you're in charge of merch and you're in charge of what goes on the shop, but just something when I do come back to social media, because I'm taking a break, to share in honor of Pride Month, and it's honestly, I think it's really cool, but I'm not gonna say what it is until I make it. Maybe I'll make it after we're done recording, or after we're done, completely with all this, and we get off the Zoom call, because I've been wanting to do it, but I've just had no motivation. I've been kind of lazy.
I cannot wait to see. But,
I think you'll like it.
I probably will. Yeah, it's Pride Month. Fuckers. Welcome. to my month.
For all you homophobes,
Yeah, all the homophobes. Fuck you. Welcome to my month. I don't even care.
I would do it. I can't. I tried. I used to be able to, but I think.
Sweetie.
I don't know. I should have practiced that. I know.
I mean, I didn't. It was just it just happened. Wasn't planning on doing that. Instinct, you know. But Jesus Christ.
I can do it like that. There we go. I should have made the noise. I should have faked it. I should have. Oh God.
And this is why I always say watch the videos, because my God. So yeah, Pride Month. It's almost been exactly a year since I came out.
Oh, Katie, that's awesome.
Look at me go.
I was very happy for you then, and I'm still very happy for you.
Well, thank you.
That's awesome.
I really appreciate it. I already know what I'm gonna wear next week on this show. It's gonna be great. Yes,
I know. Since it's Pride Month, I'll do something too. Yeah, I know. I raised my hand. May I make a suggestion really quick for the show?
Yes.
Background, maybe for June, you should have the background be like rainbow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can find one. We'll be here.
That's like my suggestion. I was like, I'll raise my hand.
She said, "This is class." Hello, Miss Kinsey. I got a question.
Miss Kinsey, baby.
Yeah, I gotta do something to the background.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do something for Pride Month, oh shit! If you're gonna do something for Pride Month next week, I'll do something too. I'll make sure to
Yeah,
have something.
I got something. I got something cooking. I actually bought it a few months ago, so I can finally wear it.
Oh shit! Okay, cool.
Very excited. But nobody's here to talk about me and Pride Month. Everyone's here to talk about news and rumors and what the fuck is going on, because my fucking God, this week.
Yeah, a lot of the news has already been shared with me because I did not watch Dynamite yesterday. I took a not only a social media break but a wrestling break as well. I did not even watch Being the Elite, and that's usually like my go-to. I always look forward to it, and I didn't watch it this week, so I'm like.
That's when y'all know.
That's how you know. That's how you know I'm being serious, honestly. If I don't watch Being the Elite, because I've missed Dynamite before, I've missed Rampage. I usually miss Rampage unless like the Bucks are on or something. But Raw, SmackDown. Nothing, and I've missed those, but I'm as a for real break when I did not watch Being the Elite. That's like, again, especially after Double or Nothing, that's my show. I love Being the Elite. It's good show.
That's okay, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to fill you in on big things that happened this week in the wrestling world.
That has not been shared yet in the chat.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I'm going to talk about it again. So, first and foremost, a big congratulations to Charlotte and Andrade El Idolo for finally getting married.
Look, I don't like Charlotte in the ring, but you know what? Outside of the ring,
The wedding looked fun as hell. I'm kind of jealous. Finn Balor was there, Apollo Crews. I think Nia Jax was down there, too. Rey Mysterio
was there.
It's a nice little party happening. So, congrats to them. They're on their honeymoon now. Good for them. I'm happy that Charlotte finally got the time off she needed to do this. So, good. I love love, so I'm happy for them. Jealous, but happy for them.
For who? Jealous about?
I mean, I'm jealous of Charlotte because she gets on Andrade, because damn. Now, a lot happened at Double or Nothing, so the majority of these notes are going to be at Double or Nothing. I'm so sorry for those in advance who don't like AEW.
Oh, that's all. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, well, it's only one of those news. Technically, it's only one thing that's like gonna set me off. But yeah.
Well, first and foremost, during the TBS title match, Stokely, formerly known as Malcolm Bivens, showed up.
This dude.
I love him so much. Because he even was talking about it on Twitter, and a lot of people were saying that he'd be perfect for Jade. That's a great mouthpiece right there. Better than fucking Mark Sterling.
I want to say Mark Sterling's feuding with Hookhausen right now.
And Wardlow.
Jade does not need him. I don't think he was the right fit for her and the baddies.
No. Stokely's great. And after the match, we get the debut of Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon. She's finally in AEW. Adds to the women's division because Lord knows they fucking needed it. And they're finally putting some credibility in there. And I'm kind of happy because that's gonna, like, the standoff was, like, Jade, Kiera Hogan, and Red Velvet, and Chris Statlander, Anna Jay, and Athena. I'm down. Give me all the pairings. Give me that shit. I'm in.
Yeah, and again, it's less frustrating when they bring in talent when it's a woman, because again, they don't nearly have as many freaking men on their roster as they do women.
That is true.
But I guess where it frustrates me is when that's not the women's fault, but when they don't properly utilize them, that they show up, like, oh, get the hype, and then, all right, go to dark for, like, the next few months.
Well, at least from right now, it looks like, Athena's gonna be in, like, the TBS title picture, which is good, because we need it. It's like, what else was she gonna do?
Which is good, but again, just kind of furthers our argument to just get rid of the power ranking system. It is totally useless, and literally no one follows it. Like, why is it still alive? I don't know. It's like the
ranking system doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't, and I'm not saying Athena doesn't deserve the title shot, but I'm just saying, like, if she just showed up, obviously she doesn't have anything to compete with as far as her ratings, if you will. She just showed up. So she technically doesn't really have reason to be in the title picture. She would have to make her way, get them wins up, again, and while other wrestlers are competing and probably getting wins, it's probably going to take her a while if we're following the ranking system for her to get to the top 5.
But the ranking system is garbage, so...
And I've noticed when they decide, it's most honestly, they follow the ranking system mostly with the tag
when it's
teams,
convenient for them. That's when they fucking
But it is mostly the tag teams, though. I've noticed that they always bring it up when the tag team title match. Like, oh, we're in the top 5 and stuff. Oh, we just made it into the top 5. But it used to be who was top ranked. Now I guess they'll just do any top 5 team, which I guess works a little better and it makes more sense, because if you want to put a different tag team that's not the top ranked team. But still, the ranking system is probably the dumbest thing they've ever done since day one. And True. Dr. Britt Baker said it herself. It is bullshit. Like,
True. More news and rumors. Julia Hart finally joins the House of Black.
Finally! Say it like The Rock. Finally!
Literally, like, this, I think it was a few weeks ago, I, like, looked this shit up. She got misted in the face in, like, December. It is June.
So it took like 6 months for her to finally turn. And I'm not saying Julia's like, small-minded, but like, it's innocent little Julia. If she was gonna turn, I think it would have gone a lot sooner if you're playing into kayfabe, It should have happened sooner.
But like,
the way it happened was...
I was gonna say, I like how it happened. She got that Harley Quinn vibe with the big-ass fucking pigtails. I didn't realize her hair was that fucking long.
The poor Pac, this dude just keeps getting black shit in his face.
Phrasing.
Poor Pac.
Anyways, then we get the winners of the Owen tournament. Obviously, Adam Cole, baby. And Britt Baker, because why else wouldn't Britt win?
Golden Goose.
Hyonk hyonk. Like, if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, it's a duck. Britt was gonna win. Tony should have won. Hell,
after Tony lost, it was really obvious it was gonna be Britt. I think Tony should have taken the whole thing. I thought maybe Ruby was gonna take it because I guess Ruby and Britt do have the history. What happened at All Out? No, it wasn't All Out. When did she face Britt for the title? Was it Full Gear? I don't remember.
Let's go.
But Revolution. Yeah, because I think Ruby debuted at All Out. She was the Joker for that Battle Royal or something. She was a Joker.
Sure.
Anyways, so I'm not fully upset about it, but it was very obvious Britt was gonna win. But Adam Cole, I was more excited for. Nothing against Britt, but Adam Cole, I was, because Adam Cole needed, like, I'm not saying he needed it, but like, you know, he hasn't won any gold yet. I will honestly would have much rather have him take the title from Hangman than Punk, but that's just me. But what's the word? I think, you know, the way to give, if you didn't want to give Adam Cole a title, I think this was a good way to, you know, show that he is a top contender, you know? And at the end of the day, he did technically get a title. He got a belt, but...
Yeah, it's just not defended. But that's okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's like the FCW title. That belt is totally useless, not the Owen Hart title. But
yeah, FCW is...
I was more happy for him, because again, I was like, you know what? Good for you, Adam.
Yeah. And then Andrade did, like, this video thing, and Rush has signed with AEW, it seems. There was no official graphic or anything, but that's the vibe we're getting.
Yeah.
Also, like, Wardlow's officially All Elite. Shout out.
Yes, he is. MJF got taken out on a freaking stretcher with the oxygen upside down.
No, we'll talk about it.
Like, the nose piece was, like, over his mouth. I was like
they did not do well. They did not do well. Don't worry, we'll talk more about Max in a minute. And then the last bit of Double or Nothing news.
No, we don't. No, we could jump over that.
And new AEW World Champion CM Punk, Phil himself. Look in his eyes. What do you see?
Look, again.
Phil.
Look.
Here we go.
Obviously, I'm upset because you know about me and Hangman.
No,
okay? Like, if you don't,
crazy.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, I'm slightly fond of Hangman. Okay,
never would have guessed.
But nothing. Honestly, look, Hangman aside, nothing personal. Okay, like I honestly respect Punk because he is very open. He's probably the most open wrestler when it comes to like women's rights and stuff. Like he's the only wrestler who really spoke up about the possible overturn of Roe v. Wade, and no other wrestler, as far as I've seen, has come out and say anything or like, you know, been open about their beliefs. And the fact that he's freaking like the balls on this guy to wear a freaking shirt about pro-abortion rights in the state of fucking Texas, like I can't even be mad. Yeah, I can't even be mad at that. But again, it's more just me still being sad about Hangman losing than CM Punk winning. Like it didn't have to be CM Punk, honestly. It could have been anyone. Like I would have been upset if it was Adam Cole. I would have been upset if it was Lance Archer or Dante Martin or whoever, or whoever else Hangman has defended the title against. Like I would have been upset. But it just happened to be Punk, so it's nothing against CM Punk. I'm just a little bitter, okay? But I respect Punk. He has shown that he's on our side. He's on women's side. He's on the vagina side.
Shout out to the vaginas.
Exactly. And he's not, like, he uses his platform to speak out for what he believes in. And I'm glad it's something like, you know, that's in our favor, if you will. You know, like our rights as women, right, Katie? Like,
women have rights? So, I know. Crazy to think about.
Crazy. I know, crazy. Wild. So yeah, Punk, honestly, congratulations. I'm just obviously I'm struggling, but it's nothing personal. I promise. If Punk by some miracle ever sees this.
Would you have been mad if it was Kenny or Jericho?
Well, here's the thing. Probably, but again, it's nothing personal. It's just the fact that Hangman lost. That's upsetting.
You are aware he couldn't be champion forever, right?
Yes, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter how long he's had it for. I would have still been upset. It doesn't matter who it's to, because again, if you read I know I'm not saying like you, Katie, but like if you read my thing that I said on Instagram, like it's just again, it's more than just him losing the belt. Ooh, I'm not gonna cry. I told myself I wasn't going to. It's more than that, though. Honestly.
Listen, I'm gonna make sure you don't cry. You know why? Because we're in.
Wait, no, I'm not gonna cry. But I'm just saying, it's more than just that. In like, again, if you saw my thing, what I said on Instagram, then you would understand that it's not just about him holding the belt, okay? But, oh, let me pull myself together really quick. I have like the freaking knot in my throat. But if like to answer Matt's question, if it was Kenny or Jericho, I still would have been upset for that reason because of what I said on Instagram. I know Matt doesn't have Instagram. The SmackDown and Raw Instagram is run by Vince, if I remember correctly.
It is run by Vince.
So he didn't see it. But yeah, it goes a lot deeper for me personally than just him losing the belt. So if it was Kenny or Jericho, yes, I still would have been this upset because again, when everyone was rooting for Kenny in 2020 to win at Full Gear, not for the title, but to go challenge Mox for the title, everyone was saying it was going to be Kenny. Everyone I saw online was saying, let's go Kenny, like we want Kenny to have this. I wanted Hangman. I was like, you know what, no, like I'm not going to follow the trend and let's have Kenny do it. I love Kenny, but I wanted Hangman to get it. When Hangman challenged Jericho to be the first ever AEW champion and All Out, I'm fucking Y2 Garcia. My name is a Jericho nickname. I still wanted Hangman to win, and it wasn't because I was willing to go against Jericho, but it's because Jericho has already accomplished so much up to that point, and same with Kenny Omega. Hangman has never been properly treated or booked the way he should have been, and the way I know he could have been booked as a champion at any other company that he's been with. So that, like, finally, AEW was the freaking company that took a chance on him. And so, yeah, it's kind of upsetting to see him lose after, all he's been through. And then again, just how it's affected me personally. So, yes, to answer your question, if it was Jericho or Kenny, I still would be this upset. And I still would probably take a long time to get over it. It did not have to be CM Punk. It did not, it just happened to be CM Punk. Nothing against Phil. I just explained why.
Yeah,
end of rant.
All you had to do was answer yes or no, right? And then you wouldn't have got yourself
upset. I wanted to explain, okay? I wanted to explain.
Just saying. You gotta stop yourself from getting upset.
It was gonna happen anyway. Even if...
Just saying.
It was gonna happen.
You know something that makes me upset? This next bit of news and rumors.
Oh gosh.
So Jake Atlas was arrested this past weekend.
For?
Domestic violence.
Oh shit.
Against, presumably, Duke Hudson from NXT. And in this point, basically outing Duke. Because he was not out in any way, shape, or form that anyone knew of. So, like, what the actual fuck? During Pride Month? Jake Atlas? Alone? Jake, like, bruh. I don't condone domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, I have been a huge component of that. But now it's, like, another factor of, like, basically someone being forced to be out. That's so fucked. Are we sure Duke is his actual partner? That's what I have seen based off multiple reports. Again, that's why I said presumably Duke.
Or allegedly.
Allegedly, presumably. Based
Possibly.
off the things I've seen, I've seen Duke. And if that's the case, then this whole situation is just 10 times more fucked. Regardless, it's fucked regardless. Don't hit your partners, people. If you're having issues, walk away and call it off, for the love of God.
And get help. Like, try and get help. I know it's harder. It's easier said than done in some situations, which is very sad. But if possible, like, reach out, because I'm pretty sure there's always someone out there who's more than willing to help.
Yeah, so I hope whoever the partner was, Duke or not, they get the help they need. Jake obviously needs to figure out what the fuck is going on with himself. You can do that in a prison cell or in a therapist's office. That's completely up to you. And then last two... Well, okay, there's a few more things after that. But Forbidden Door is in, like, 3 weeks or some shit.
About 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks. Tanahashi answers CM Phil's message. God damn it. So it will be Punk versus Tanahashi at the Forbidden Door.
Vince spoiled it in the chat.
Yeah, Vince had to go on and ruin it before I even started the show. Disrespectful. Because I really want to see Savannah's reaction to it. So thanks, Vince.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like, sorry now. It's not new.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So that leaves Okada open to fight whoever, and like a lot of dream matches people are throwing out online. So I guess we'll see. But that does mean we'll slowly start to see, like New Japan talent coming over and challenging people.
I thought someone was gonna show up at Double or Nothing.
That's what a lot of people thought. A lot of people thought Okada was showing up.
I was waiting for the rain. The coin drop.
See, haven't heard it yet. So like,
I'm glad I didn't miss that though. Like, nothing against Tanahashi, but he's technically already made a presence, if you will, in AEW. Like, he's had like video packages, and Jon Moxley's brought him up before. But like, just think about when that fucking coin drops, and the crowd loses.
See, everyone talks about this like coin drop. I literally have never heard of. Like, I don't even.
Oh.
I don't. When Tanahashi's music hit, I was like, "Who is this?" Because I was like,
really?
Down, I couldn't see like the screen.
Well, did you see like they were saying, "Go Ace, go Ace"? Because he's the Ace.
Well, I know he's the Ace. I know who he is. I know everything about that. But like, I didn't hear them say it. They could have after the fact.
What do you mean?
Like when he like already like stepped out.
Oh no, it's in his music. Like his music says, "Oh yeah, go Ace, go."
Oh, I didn't hear that at all. So.
Yeah. Air guitar for Tana. Air guitars for Tana.
I thought Kenny was coming back. Kenny's not gonna be back for a while, right?
They keep saying that, but people are probably saying that's just a cover for when he actually returns, so it can be more unexpected. Because I think a return like that should not be like spoiled by dirt sheets.
Uncle Dave, we're talking to you.
Yeah. But and again, because it's Kenny and Dave like gets a boner for Kenny the way I do, he might actually respect that and not announce, oh, he's ready, or he's at this %, he's like almost ready to go. So again, I know there was rumors saying he might return at Forbidden Door. That would be cool. Someone who I would like to see at Forbidden Door returning, or before that, is Kota Ibushi. Apparently, I saw somewhere that he like mended things with them, that they apologized. So, as far as I know, again, take this with a grain of salt, because I'm not sure how accurate this is. Apparently, allegedly, so possibly,
presumably, all the adjectives.
Yeah, he they're back on good terms. They apologized, so maybe we'll see him return at some point. But again, I hope, especially since he spoke out about it, that they'll take, if he's not physically or mentally able to return, they would just respect that and, just let him be, like, when he's ready to come back.
I guess we'll see. But you know who else returned last night?
Who?
Miro. Miro's back.
Oh shit, he's back.
Oh,
damn.
It was a good.
In a match, or did he have like a promo?
It was a match against John Morrison, Johnny Elite, whatever you want to call him, Johnny Mundo. He's had like 800 names. So yeah, Miro returned. It was cool video package before he came out. It was nice. So something else that happened. I'll talk about it a little bit more later, and this is why the title is called Hell Has Froze Over.
What?
So Maxwell Jacob Friedman is no longer an active member on AEW's roster page. They took all of his merch down off of Pro Wrestling Tees and Shop AEW. Well, mainly Shop AEW. I don't know about Wrestling Tees.
Well, I'm gonna look at Pro Wrestling Tees. But go on.
So that's mainly because of his quote-unquote pipe bomb that happened last night, which again I'll talk about a little more later. So just keep that in your back pocket for a second.
Okay.
Because there was a bunch of reports beforehand about he no-showed FanFest before Double or Nothing. He hopped on a plane at LAX with a dream and a cardigan. No, anybody? Party in the USA? Ours?
Yeah, no, yeah. I heard that Jay-Z song was on.
Yeah, he heard the Jay-Z song was on. Crazy.
Yeah.
So, there was rumors that he hopped a plane, but obviously he didn't because he was at Double or Nothing and at Dynamite last night. So there's a lot that was like up in the air about that. Is there anything on Pro
So
CTs?
just stuff before. There's like three T-shirts, but they're like before his AEW,
Got it.
before AEW. But like other than that, just the pay-per-view DVDs. But like,
Nothing
those
else.
have everyone. So you can't take them out of the pay-per-view. So yeah,
Okay.
that's all they have for MJF.
So those are new developments. Okay. So yeah, so we'll talk more about Max in a few minutes. Don't you guys worry. Did you have?
Are you gonna go into detail on what he said?
I can go into detail about what he said. Don't worry.
Okay, because again, I didn't watch any of this shit.
Boy,
Yesterday,
I'm telling you, if there's one other thing, again, Dynamite was like actually pretty good. One thing you do need to watch is this promo, uncensored.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
I take it he drops an F-bomb if he's censored at some point.
Oh, he definitely does, and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
I mean it.
Shit.
Nobody
Okay. I think
fucking spoil it in the chat for her. I swear. To
I
God.
think I'm gonna watch. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go watch a Dynamite, or at least the clips, because I don't know where I could watch it, like on demand. Because do you have to have a TV subscription to watch on the TNT network, or can you just go back and watch?
I feel like you can just go back and watch, or you can find like some offline website kind of thing to watch it.
Okay, well I'll watch it after we record and we get off the Zoom call, because I'm like, oh shit. Well, I think maybe just the promo. I don't know if I'm
the promo. I can send you the whole.
I'll YouTube it. And if it's like, it has to be everywhere.
Oh yeah, I sent a link to Reek last night about the full uncensored thing. I've seen the full uncensored thing on Twitter. It's like 8 minutes. It's worth it. But did you have any other news and rumors before we move on?
No, because again, I've not watched anything this week. So, not New Japan, not Being the Elite, not Monday Night Raw, nothing. I've not watched anything. And I've not been on social media to see any rumors. So,
link, please. Vince, I will also send you the link.
So, yeah, I've not... So, I can't have anything for this week if I didn't watch anything this week, so...
Touche. So we're just going to move on to today in women's wrestling history. As of we're recording this is June 2nd. So, I wasn't finding a whole hell of a lot about anything, so I found a SmackDown taping from 2009. I know, very random. It was the team of Alicia Fox, Layla, and Michelle McCool defeating the team of Eve Torres, Gail Kim, and Melina. Now, obviously, Alicia Fox, veteran in WWE, should be in the Hall of Fame. I stand by that. She's a hell of a worker. Layla, fantastic in the ring, also Hall of Fame bound one way, shape, or form, if she's on good terms with WWE after the fact.
I know, right? If she is, and they do end up inducting her, I think she should. No, I'm not saying twice at the same time, but like twice along the road be inducted. One as like an individual wrestler, but then a second time with Lay Cool.
Exactly.
So her and Michelle McCool inducted together.
Michelle McCool also put his bitch in the Hall of Fame, for the love of God. Like, still killing it in Rumbles. That's my baby right there. Eve Torres, also phenomenal. Did fantastic work. Gail Kim is fucking Gail Kim. She's so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Knockouts Division star. Like, Gail Kim, I give everything to Gail Kim. And Melina can still go. I love her.
If you did not watch the Royal Rumble, first she got fucking screwed, but yeah.
Did not, what's up, Heel Tactics? If you did not watch the Women's
Justin?
Rumble, boy, you need to. Also, Vince, I'm assuming that's the link to the video, so thank you, Jesus.
Thanks, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Wrestlers of the week.
Jesus.
Now, I believe, if I checked correctly, it's my turn to go first. So, we're going to start, again, just because we're going to start with tag teams. I have two. They were in the same match.
Okay.
It is House of Black and Death Triangle, because, bitch, that match fucking slapped.
Yeah.
That is one of the best matches on that fucking card of 14 matches. One of the best. Top 3.
Yeah, that match was so, like, the card was so big, and honestly, that was one of the matches I thought that could go, like the pay-per-view could go without, only because, like, I feel like we've seen this already, right? Death Triangle versus House of Black, or at least some sort of, like, form of, like, the members of House...
I don't know if it was the entirety of Death Triangle.
Okay, but yeah, I was like, but it was again one of the best matches. It was so good. I would dare say it was better than the tag team title match, and that match was for the fucking belts.
Oh, see, I really like the
So
tag title match too.
but okay, I'm not saying I didn't. I'm not saying I didn't like it, but I just think it was better. I thought it was. I thought there was so much more from that match than the tag team title match.
Fair.
It was really good. So I agree with you.
Oh my god,
That's a really good pick.
it was so good. I loved it. All 5 men. Birdie King's okay, but like all 5 other men are so goddamn good, and it's so fun. Like, yeah, it's a spot fest. Who the fuck cares? I was sports entertained. I was so invested that entire time. I was like, what else? What other crazy shit can they do?
Yeah, why are people so like triggered by spot fest?
Because a lot of people, specifically like older generations, like traditional wrestling. They don't like high flying flippy dippy shit, as people have called it in the past. They like.
Okay, well, let me just say there. If you like it, fine. But if you're gonna bitch about it, put down the Nokia and pick up an iPhone. This is the fucking future. Deal with it.
Nokia down. Orale, Savannah.
Yeah. Yeah, hang up the payphone and get yourself an iPhone. This is the future, bro. So if you prefer it, but you're not complaining, I'll respect that. But if you're just gonna bitch about it, like, calm down, okay?
You need to calm down.
I'm just saying.
Chill.
Okay.
Because bringing psychology, that too. Oh yeah. Also, thank you, JJ. We literally talked about it before, and I forgot. Liv Morgan is going to be starring in a movie called The Kill Room. Apparently, Samuel L. Jackson's in it too. Shout out to Liv Morgan. That's a baby right there. Love her. I'm proud of her. But yeah, my 2 tag teams, House of Black, and Death Triangle.
Okay. My tag team pick, despite the loss, which I honestly was pretty shocked by the loss, is the Blackpool Combat Club, Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz. That match was really good. It was I loved the anarchy at the arena, right?
In the arena, yes.
In the arena, yeah. That match, I was like, what are they gonna do? Because at Stadium Stampede, there was
nobody.
Well, at least
the first one.
Like
the first one there was nothing.
Especially in 2020, there was nobody, so it was pre-taped. You can like cut stuff out. You could, there was so much you could do. So I was like, how are they gonna? I felt like it was pretty much the same thing, but they weren't at a stadium.
Bro, the camera cuts were making me nauseous. They cut so many. I was like, can we just focus on something for a little bit longer? God.
But then also people would have been like, well, but like we missed this spot because they didn't show it.
There's so many spots they missed because they went to another camera.
I know, but it was so good. I thought the Blackpool Comeback Club was gonna win. I thought they should have won, but I guess if they're gonna do blood and guts, then that's, I guess, when they're gonna get the redemption. But it was a really good match. I thought it was freaking hilarious. Like, that wild thing is like playing in the freaking background. I guess I really wish, because it seems like they're trying to erase everything that Cody Rhodes has done. Like, this is why I'm bringing up Cody Rhodes. It has to do with the match. Like, it seems like they're trying to erase everything Cody's done by replacing it with someone else. Like, 3-time TNT champion, that's why Sammy became 3-time champ. Jade Cargill, he gave Jade Cargill his entrance, the Vegas entrance, right? So I feel like they're kind of doing that also because, again, he's no longer with them. So I thought maybe another way they could do that was, like, have Jericho be thrown into the Dippin' Dots by, Moxley or something. But I don't know if Dippin' Dots was just, like, at the Pittsburgh Arena. I don't know what the arena's called. I'm sorry, but...
it was at Peterson Event Center?
Well, yeah. Again, I don't know the arenas in Pittsburgh. Sorry.
Okay.
But, like, the Peterson Arena... Like, I thought maybe that's just where they have Dippin' Dots, it's only there. But it would have been funny if they, like, had something like that. I know there was, like, something, like, with the mustard and shit. Like, people got, like...
I will say the MVP of that match, specifically for how fucking crazy he looked, Eddie Kingston.
Dude, he looked like he was...
God, he looked like he just survived a horror movie. And he was the final girl. Like, I was shocked.
He was about to burn Jericho alive, and
honestly,
Bryan Danielson stopped him.
Probably should have. Fuck you,
Right?
Brian.
Well, take it up with the vegan. He said, no, I don't do that shit.
He
I
said,
don't
we're
roll
not
like
burning
that. I'm
fossil
vegan."
fuels in here. Get your ass out of here,
Yeah.
Brian
He
Danielson.
said, I'm vegan. No. So I'm like, bruh. But yeah, it was a really good match. I love that Wild Thing was just playing, like, almost, not even almost,
It
like
played
the first part of the match.
the entirety of the way through twice. I love that.
I thought it was so funny. So yeah, but it was a really good match. It exceeded my expectations, especially because of how late it was in the card. And I know we were like in the chat, like Instagram chat, we were talking about like, dude, like if Tony bought only 3 hours of pay-per-view, like y'all cutting this really close. So we thought this match was gonna be short as fuck, but apparently he bought 4 hours of pay-per-view time because he wanted Martha Hart to have as much time as she wanted to speak. Which, you know what, TK, I can respect you for that. That's when he decided to put down the coke. So,
for once.
But yeah, so I guess that's why we were able to get a nice lengthy match for the Anarchy in the Arena. It was a really good match, and despite the loss, again, I thought they should have won again to get the redemption over the Jericho Appreciation Society, but still a good match. And again, they looked amazing. Like that spot with Santana and Ortiz, jumping off the ladder, through the tables, really good spots, really good match. So you'll get him at Blood and Guts.
Oh, the Blood and Guts is gonna happen. It's gonna be fucking bonkers. My women's. I have one.
Women's.
I'm giving it to Pitbull herself, Ivy Nile, because she's the glue holding Diamond Mine together. Because Roddy's being a little bitch and trying to just like, he's a terrible leader. This is why Adam was the leader of UE, not you, Roddy. Ivy Nile. That's why Roddy was
the fourth and last member.
He was the last edition only because Fish got hurt. Like, fuck you, Roddy. Love Roddy in ring though, but like, fuck you. Quit trying to destroy Diamond Mine. Ivy and the Creeds are gonna be together regardless. But Ivy won her match. It was great. I love her. A tiny little thing, ripped as hell, stronger than the majority of people I know. Like, I'm glad that they finally, like, having women in stables and, like, putting a focus on them, because that's what they needed to do, and I love it. Like, same thing they're kind of doing with Elektra. Like, Elektra's, like, the lady of Legado. So, I'm glad that they're putting a spotlight on Ivy with the Creeds especially. So, big shout out. Ivy Nile is my woman of the week.
Womans. Okay, womans. I'm gonna go with the continued reigning champ of the women's division AEW. I'm gonna give it to Mi Reina Thunder Rosa. She retained against Rita Deeb in a pretty decent match. It was kind of hard to concentrate on the match, honestly, because it just was getting closer and closer to Hangman's match. And honestly, I was getting kind of anxious and nauseous, like as it got closer. But yeah, it was a really good match and pretty good. And I loved her entrance. I loved her gear. She had a heart on her heart, or more towards the center, I guess, if you want to be technical or anatomical. And it said Uvalde, for the people, for the elementary school that was that had the shooting recently. It was so sweet of her, and I love Thunder Rosa so much. And I'm glad that they're hopefully after this feud with Deeb and stuff, I hope they start utilizing Thunder Rosa the same way they did with Britt when she was the champion. I think that's how all the women's champions should be booked, the way Britt was. But again, I'm glad she retained, and she's gonna go on and do great things as champ. And I just hope they book her as to along with her being the champ, just as she should be booked, if that makes sense. If I made any sense there.
I understood through the rambling. I understood what you were saying. What?
Oh, I was gonna agree with Jesus that Thunder's gear was dope as fuck.
Her gear and her entrances have been just straight fire these past few weeks, so big props.
For real.
Major props. Like, pay-per-views, she's got it. She's Gucci.
Yeah, she understands the assignment.
Yes, you do. Alright, so we're on to our manses. I have two. One, Solo Sikoa, Baby Uso,
Baby Ujo.
I love him. He's so good in the ring. Fantastic. This man will be North American champion very fucking soon. Oh yeah, in your house is like on Saturday. So Carmelo and Cameron Grimes are gonna wrestle, and if Cameron retains, then quote, Solo's got next. He had a match against Duke Hudson. It was a great fucking match. I was like shocked Duke was on TV, especially like if what we said earlier is like true with him. I was very shocked, but also like good for him. And he put on a hell of a match. Him and Solo killed it. I am so happy that Solo's not going the bloodline route. Like, Carmelo keeps taking shots at him here and there, which that feud alone is fantastic, and I love both of them. But they're focusing on Solo. Like, one.
Well, because if he joins the bloodline, there's no way he's going to be booked better than Roman Reigns. Absolutely not. So I think the fact that they're focusing on him in NXT, I think that's probably the best they could do for him. And it's working, obviously. It's like, as you've...
Oh man, he gets one of the biggest reactions out of almost anybody in NXT.
Well, there you go.
And now, why hell has frozen over, or froze over? I haven't decided how I want this title yet. My second man is MJF.
Damn, Katie,
now,
you kind of gave me when I picked MJF as my pick.
Now, let me explain. This has been like a week or two of this friend group of hell being froze over. Reek agreed with Uncle Dave. TC said something TC said something nice about the Young Bucks. Matt was gonna be complimentary of the Great O'Khan and say his name properly. And now I'm choosing MJF. The hell is frozen. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened these past few weeks, but hear me out.
Damn.
That's how good this promo was. I'm doing it strictly for the promo because and I'm so sick of being like, it's a worker's shoot, it's a worker's shoot. Who the fuck cares? Nobody cares. Listen to the man's words. Let him just feel what he's feeling. So I have the last part of this, fucking, what's it called? Promo.
There is a god, yes.
Damn, it's cold now. Yeah, dude, I know. Well, I'm sweating right now, because Lord knows. So I have the last bit of this promo, because somebody typed out the full thing. Wrestle Features on Twitter, thank you for doing that. This is the last part of this. I'm going to read it verbatim. And this is why I said you need to watch the uncensored version, because I'm reading this part. So again, the promo is like 8 minutes long. Max has got the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand. He's doing great. He's got me hooked. I'm literally like sitting there shook. Mind you, AEW hasn't even posted this clip or anything about Max anywhere in their social media. They literally go from
he's off Pro Wrestling Tees.
They go from the Punk match, the Punk FTR match, and then immediately to like Nero and Johnny Elite. Like,
so like MJF I probably would if I wanted to watch the if I would have gone back to watch, I probably wouldn't have been able to see the promo.
The promo should still be up. I mean, it was the second thing that happened. It was right after Punk and FTR.
Oh, so Punk opened the show.
Punk and FTR opened the show, yeah. And then Tanahashi came out, and then there was a commercial. Or I don't even think there was a commercial, and then it went straight to fucking Max and his 8-minute promo. So this is how we ended it, and this is a direct quote from Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Hey boss, would you treat me better if I were an ex-WWE guy? See, maybe you don't get it, man. Here's the problem with you, boss. You got a position of power in a wrestling company when the only position that you should be assuming is behind the guardrail with all of them. Pointing to the fans. I don't want to wait until 2024, but you won't listen to me, so allow me to make it a little easier for you. Tony, I want you to fire me. And then he yells at the cameraman, don't count me down, you piece of shit. You shut your mouth. And then looks back at the camera. Tony, look at me. Tony, look at me. I want you to fire me. You fucking mark. Fire me. Fire me. Fire me. And then his mic gets cut off. He calls him a mark? He calls him a fucking mark.
Dude.
Direct
he basically called him a fanboy, which I mean, I guess like
he is. There's
Like, it's not.
Bro,
That's why
the
he's your
amount
pick,
of
then.
truth in Max's that's another thing why. Like, Max's promo, there was so much truth. Like, this is why you need to watch it. The truth being spouted from this man. Can't have 8 minutes of audio silence.
Well, how about this? How about this? After we're done recording, sorry for those of you who are watching after, we're live. After we're done, I'll play it out loud on my iPad, and then so you can hear it, and I'll react to it. You're just gonna be seeing me reacting. So we'll do that, but
that works.
Shady got the fucking mic.
Bro, Max popped off. The truth this man was spitting, iconic. And that's literally why I'm giving it to him. Hell is fucking officially frozen over. Like, for everybody. I can't win here. I give up now. I was given, like, all of them shit, be like, oh my god, hell really has froze over. No, I'm in this boat now. We're all going. Oh. See you guys later.
Damn.
I'll bring my skates. Like, Jesus. So, MJF gets my second. And that might be the only time, but that promo sold me. What can I say? Your turn.
Okay, well, I have 2 manses and just a little shout out. Shout out just to AJ, only because it's his birthday today, so yay, happy birthday, AJ. So happy birthday to the phenomenal one. So just shout out to him. But my 2 picks, the first one, just to get it over with, because I'm not here about to make myself cry. I don't give a shit if he lost, but Hangman, I've explained, it's more than just the belt. Hangman obviously means a lot to me, and I'm so proud. It doesn't matter how if his reign was only like 6 months. I was like, well, actually no. Wait, hold on. December, January, February. Okay, it was a little over 6 months, which I guess technically I mentioned that that's the minimum I wanted, so I guess Tony fucking listened. But so and I'm just glad also that he's not the shortest reign. I believe that goes to Jericho. Jericho has the shortest reign. My poor man's. Anyways, so he's not the shortest reign, and it was at least at the minimum I wanted, which was at least 6 months. So I guess I can't complain that much, but of course I'm still upset. He had a really long run, and the journey to get to that championship is honestly better than anybody's. I know there's been only 3 other champions before Hangman, or even no, 4 others champions besides Hangman, counting Punk now. No other like journey to get to that title has been better or as fucking amazing as Hangman's. Like, and this isn't just me being biased because I'm a Hangman fan. Like, fight me on that. Like, try and tell me otherwise. Who else has had a 3+ year journey to get a title and to reach the top the way Hangman has? Not a fucking nobody. So, massive props to Hangman. I will always be proud of him. He will always be my champ. And you know what? I know he's going to hold that belt again because he is currently the youngest reigning AEW champion in history. He won the title when he was 30, and I went back and did the math. Kenny was 36. Moxley was, I believe, 34. Jericho was 48, and Punk is like in his 40s. I don't know how old Punk is, but he's in his 40s. Hangman is the youngest AEW champion, so I would freely put my money on the fact that he will be the first 2-time champ. And how old is he?
Phil is 43.
There you go. So Hangman is the youngest champion. And this is not the last we're going to see him with that title. And again, I said it, let him be the first Triple Crown champion. Let him do it. Like, come on. Give him something, He is a phenomenal wrestler. And he is he's going to be 31 in July. But he still has so much more to offer. And if Tony can obviously see so much in people who are older than him, then at just 31, there's still way more that he has to offer. So you know what, Hangman, I love you. I'm obviously still upset, but I know this ain't the last we're gonna see of you. You have so much more greatness ahead that people have not been able to see yet, and that we will see soon. So that's my first pick. My second pick, again, I'm wearing the shirt. He won the Owen Hart Cup tournament. He is our pick, so we got one of our picks right. Adam Cole, Bay. He is the Owen Hart tournament champ or
He's
tournament
the king of hearts.
champion. Yeah. And so massive congrats to him, to Lil Budge. I'll just throw a Budge in there for shits and giggles. But yeah, very happy for him. And yeah, I still would like to see the Adams not collide, but like coincide with, you know, as team. Collide. But that's less likely gonna happen. But still, I could dream. Okay, I still want an Adams family team, but still. So my picks are the Adams. Those are my manses.
Reek said, if that man ever has to go to court, I hope you're his lawyer. I'm assuming that was during the hangman spiel.
Well,
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I will be as good as Camille Vasquez was to Johnny Depp. We're not even bringing that up in this. For the love of God, that justice has been served. I'm just gonna say that justice. Fucking love Johnny Depp. But anyways, yeah. So those are my two picks: the Manses, the Bay and the Cowboy. Shit. Yeah.
All right. I'm literally sweating in here. God damn it. My question of the week: since Hell in a Cell is on Sunday, can you believe? I always forget because what the fuck? Like I literally forgot In Your House is on Saturday. I forgot Hell in a Cell was on Sunday. So Hell in a Cell is typically where, as of late, superstars or wrestlers go to like end this feud, like end their feud. Like this. That's
where you
get.
No, I was gonna say that's where shit like feuds go to die, or not die, but like end. You know.
Like this is where like shit hits the fan. Feud ends. People go their separate ways.
It's usually the trilogy match. It's the third match that makes the trilogy. Usually.
Cody versus Seth. Case in point. See,
Seth better win this time though. Like there would be no like.
I agree. Seth should win, unless some fuckery happens. I think Seth should win. So now that we know, like in this time and place, it's where feuds burn in hell in a cell. Thank you. So now that we know that in this time and place that like this is like the epitome of where feuds go to die, and like this is the climax of a feud, what past feuds do you think should have been settled in Hell in a Cell? Man, woman, whatever. I don't care what the fuck, who the fuck the feud was. What past?
Could be any company.
Any company. I don't care.
Okay.
What past feuds do you think should have ended in a cell? And just for funsies, what do you think should have won?
Well, I would have liked to see. Okay, if past feuds, it would have been cool. Obviously, AEW doesn't do Hell in a Cell. It's okay, but it would be cool. It would have been the third match, and if it had happened, if the Adams went to it in Hell in a Cell, but I don't think the match before that should have been the Texas Death Match where Adam died for our sins, because it would be at that Hell in a Cell match where Adam Cole Bay would die for our sins. That it would be at that match. That would, and again, it would have been a cool trilogy, you know, close the feud, you know, close that chapter of the book. Another match or another feud that I probably would have wanted to have. Well, it's 'cause I love the Ambrose Seth Rollins feud, but their first match was in Hell in a Cell. You know, like after
it was. Jesus. After
Seth turned heel and Ambrose finally got to have a one-on-one match with Seth Rollins on pay-per-view, it was in Hell in a Cell. Which I guess makes sense. You know, Ambrose had been tormenting Rollins forever, but since Rollins won, I think it could have been booked like, you know, they've had two matches before and maybe Ambrose could have won those two matches. So that way, or even like one each, like one win each. Yeah. So that way they could finally settle it in Hell in a Cell, and it would, like, you know, if Rollins wins, you know, I obviously was upset because I was going for Ambrose, but it would like be like, okay, well, it's not like, you know, a clean sweep, you know, at least it would have been like a tiebreaker, if you will. because Ambrose would have had one match, and then Rollins would have won another match, and then you take it to Hell in a Cell where the feuds go to die, and there you go. And then if Rollins wins, fine. But yeah, that's another feud.
I got
I'll think
a lot from the chat. Reek said Edge and Cena, yes, which they kept talking about Edge versus Cena at SummerSlam possibly, and the way that got me so excited.
Vince's answers are good.
Reek also said Brock and Angle. I agree. Jesus said Eddie and JBL. Vince said Eddie and Ray. We got Matt with Austin Vince. Then we got
Austin and Vince would have been a good one. Imagine.
So fucking ridiculous. That would have been so
dude,
dumb.
Vince would have been shitting bricks. Oh my god, imagine being inside a Hell in a Cell with Stone Cold Steve Austin who hates your guts.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
And with Vince McMahon, at least Stone Cold was more than willing to go to fucking jail. He was willing to be arrested on multiple occasions in order, just to get his hands on Vince.
Listen, you hate someone that much, you want to whoop some ass, you're gonna go to jail. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, you're gonna be willing to go to jail.
They're gonna catch hands constantly on site. Yeah, there's El Torito versus fucking Hornswoggle after they had their WLC. Ciampa versus Gargano. Miz and Bryan would have been fan-fucking
that would have
fantastic. Especially
Chef's kiss.
I would have loved it after Bryan got cleared and with the whole Miz promo on Talking Smack, which people talk about all the time, and I just saw it again recently on Twitter. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up.
I still look. I'm pretty sure if Miz did not have a filter, a PG filter from WWE, I think him and Max could do some fucking magic on the mic against each other. Okay, Miz v Max on the mic. But again, Miz cannot have his little filter. I think Miz is so good on the mic, and I think he could be so much better if he was not restricted to
just imagine if there was no filter and people would just call each other fucking whatever.
Fucking marks.
Fucking bro. Dude.
And
the shittiest thing is, so I'm gonna make you watch the uncensored version. After this, they censored Mark. So I didn't even know what he said. I could tell he said fucking because I could read it on his mouth, but the mic was so close to his face I couldn't tell what he said. So when the uncensored version dropped, I was like, they really censored Mark? Are you kidding? So
that's on Tony Khan's list of banned words. Mark.
You're doing too much coke, bro. Let's see, who else we got in here? Lita versus Trish. Hell yes. Bianca and Becky. We're technically kind of getting that, except Asuka's in the mix, but it should be in a cell.
You know what? I just thought of another one with Ember Moon and Asuka. AJ Lee and Paige. That would have been really good inside Hell in a Cell. I know AJ retired after WrestleMania 31, which that's her choice. I'm not judging her on retiring early. She does whatever the fuck she wants. She's AJ Lee. She does whatever the hell she wants. But I guess this is more for WWE for not doing this sooner. She should have been in the cell at some point. She is a little firecracker in that ring, and imagine if you put her crazy ass in a cell. God help her opponent.
This is one of the true statements of my life. I would die for AJ Lee. On God, I would die for AJ Mendez on site. Victoria Trish. I agree. Ember Moon and Asuka definitely should have happened.
Or even Mickey and Trish. I would put Mickey and Trish in the cell.
Mickey and Trish. I would put Rhea and Shayna. Back in
that
NXT.
Would be a good one. Yeah.
Brock versus I already hate it. Brock versus Goldberg versus Bobby versus Big E. If you can take out Bill, I'm in. Give me Darby versus Jeff in a cell, and both of them 2 birds, 1 stone.
Oh my god, you had me in the first half, and then you just said just kill them both.
Oh fuck. Okay, well there's a second part of this question.
I would like to see I guess technically this happened at All Out, and so it's a steel cage, but Bucks versus Lucha Bros. I don't know. I just feel like steel cage is different than Hell in a Cell.
Bro,
but I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, so I guess I would like to see the Bucks versus the Lucha Bros inside Hell in a Cell.
Matt Hardy and Edge. How it didn't end in a cell, I don't know. That was one of the hottest personal fucking feuds.
Dude, again, I didn't watch this week. Is AJ still like feuding? He's with Finn and Liv, obviously. Doing and like you still have Judgment Day. Is AJ booked for anything for Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, it's the 3-on-3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edge versus AJ in the cell would have been cool.
I would like to see it. Deanna versus Mickey. I agree, actually.
That would be
because that was a good fucking feud. Io Shirai versus anybody. I agree. Put Io in.
Io Shirai, or Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae needs to be in the cell. I know she's been in War Games, but like.
Just Candice. She didn't have a tag team partner. Okay, fine. Candice and Johnny. We'll throw Johnny in there.
I'm like, Candice and Johnny versus both Buccos.
We should get an AJ versus Finn Balor feud at some point ending in a cell. I mean, if one of them turns, it would make sense. One of them might turn on Sunday. Da, da, da. I actually have no idea.
Really...
I kind of hope so. I kind of hope something happens. But then, I also, want... See, I don't know. I keep thinking about this. I don't know who the fuck I want to turn and have join Judgment Day. Hell, I even, joked about it. I was like, put all three of them in and just make it this massive fucking stable. But
yeah,
it won't work.
Or, I guess, I don't know if it's, Nexus or just specifically Wade Barrett versus John Cena. I don't think all of the Nexus people against John Cena, but, maybe Wade Barrett, because he was technically,
the entirety of Nexus versus Cena in a cell. That's so disrespectful. He wasn't Super Cena yet. Stop it.
But they can't see him. So, I mean, he has somewhat of an advantage.
You said they can't see him. Dakota versus Tegan. Oh, fuck.
Ooh, damn, that's a good one.
Kenneth versus Ciampa. Man, get out of here. No. Mixed match challenge, where the last match in the tournament is a cell match. Honestly, that'd be cool. That'd be kind of fucking dope.
Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, this most recent one at least. I don't think. No, yeah, this most recent one was in 2016.
Joker Seth.
Yeah, basically, not 2016 redesign, rebuild, reclaim Seth and Roman Reigns. I'm talking about this past feud with Roman Reigns. He came out with the Shield gear. Imagine him. I would have loved to see what he would pull out in Hell in a Cell.
I'm trying to think if there's other a lot of good ones have already been fucking said. Shield triple threat. Dean Ambrose is the only one to win the triple threat match between the three of them. Apparently, I read that somewhere, and I was like, I don't know if that's actually true, but I kind of believe it.
I think that's the only time they've ever had a triple threat.
Yeah, I think
Battleground.
I think Dean Ambrose. See, don't hold me to this. I don't know. MJF for Tony Khan. Yeah. Brody
Tony Khan versus
definitely should have been in the cell. That would have been good.
Tony Khan versus the WWE bots.
Fine, Matt. Gianna Michaels versus Angela White and Matt Morev. I hate you. You're welcome. I skipped it for a reason. I'm trying to think of again, I have another part of this question, but I kind of like this one more.
Maybe Orton and Cena. Did someone say Orton and Cena yet?
Did Orton and Cena?
Or I don't remember. Did that match end in Hell in a Cell? I can't fucking talk.
In Hell in a Cell?
Hell in a Cell.
I don't know. I can't remember. If it didn't, put it in. Somebody already said.
Had one in 2014.
Thank you, Jesus.
But did it end the feud? Was that the end of the feud?
Now, okay, I'm gonna start throwing stuff out. I'm gonna need people to search it. Batista and Triple H.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Did that happen to him?
Bro, Shawn and Triple H has one of the best feuds. They're last man standing match at TC just talked about it. SummerSlam. Oh.
Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. I don't think there was no Hell in a Cell match there. That would have been dope. Redo of Seth versus Bray Wyatt. Absolutely.
No. Well, actually, that's another thing. I didn't even bring it up, but it's because it's not so Bray
Look,
Wyatt's been like teasing some shit on Twitter, so nobody knows what's gonna happen with him soon. But he's teasing some things, so hopefully
he's coming back, right? He's coming back.
I don't know. He's coming back to somewhere.
Wrestling, not. I don't say. I mean wrestling, not WWE. I just mean wrestling in general.
Batista and Triple H did have Hell in a Cell. Thank you. Shawn and Hunter had one at Bad Blood. Batista and Hunter happened at Vengeance 05. Oh my god!
I guess
thank you.
My question is, did it end the feud though? Because I guess that's the question. Because that's my first one was like Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Like they already had a match, but if it would have ended that feud, I think that's what I mean.
I get what you're saying.
Part of the question.
Well.
So I guess that's my question. Did these Hell in a Cell matches were the ones that ended the feud?
Well, now we can go to the second part of this question because I do have a second part. Both matches ended the feud at the time.
Thanks, Jesus.
Wow, thank you guys for coming in clutch. I'm so happy.
Okay, sorry. One more before. Rusev versus John Cena. That would have instead of the I Quit match, do Hell in a Cell.
I'm done. So any current feuds, like right now in pro wrestling, that you want to see in a cell? I don't care if it ends it or not. Just ones you need to see in a cell.
Well, based off Double or Nothing, Death Triangle, and and House of Black.
Yeah.
That shit should go inside a freaking cell.
I agree.
That would be. Okay.
See, that's the thing. Like, there's not like a lot of like good feuds right now. At least in my opinion, like a lot of them are just like.
Well, since Jay White keeps talking about like, oh, he's gonna win the title back from Okada, like, settle that shit in a cell, so that way if he loses fairly, he can't bitch about it and quit.
Oh my god, Carmelo versus Solo in a cell. Give it to me now.
There you go.
Judgment Day versus Bullet Babe and Bullet Club would be nice in the cell. I still think Bianca, Becky, and Asuka should be in the cell. The fact that there's only one Hell in a Cell match on this pay-per-view is actually kind of disgusting.
How did they go from 3 to 1? They used to have, like, these last couple of years, I believe they had 3. Like, one in the beginning, one in the middle, and then one at the end.
Well, it's usually, like, the men's, the women's, and the tag. Oh my god, Roman versus Jay. One of the best. That storyline alone. Kingston versus Jericho. We're it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. We're getting in blood and guts. Let Eddie murder the old man. He was close.
No.
He was close on Sunday.
Well, the vegans stopped him.
Oh. Because someone said Brian would get burned too. Brian should have moved. Period. Should have moved.
I know, like Eddie wasn't. Look, I didn't want him to burn Jericho, but Brian. Let me just tell you, dude, like, he might have spilled some gasoline on you, but that wasn't his intention. He was obviously trying to spill it on Jericho. He wasn't like, oh, yeah, fuck Brian Danielson, American Dragon Jake Long, like, let me burn him.
When I went to TLC in 2013, the TLC match was the only stipulation match that whole night. What the fuck? How y'all gonna have these gimmick pay-per-views and not do anything with them?
Oh, sorry, I know, I don't know if it's current because it already happened at Double or Nothing, and I don't know what happened in this mixed tag match that Jeff Hardy wasn't even in. But Young Bucks versus Hardys, let that be in Hell in a Cell.
I don't know if they could. The whole reason, like, apparently,
people were giving.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch the match. I started the pay-per-view late.
I thought it was good, but people were giving, honestly, again, back to hell freezing over, when they were giving the Hardy shit at the Bucks, they were saying, oh my god, they were posting the freaking pictures of, like, the back injury, like, the silhouette of, like, the skeleton holding its back.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at the Bucks after carrying this match and stuff. They were giving the Hardys a lot of shit on Twitter.
Yeah, because they
like, they were saying, like, carry.
Jeff looked bad, bro. Yeah, there's a lot happening. MVP and Bobby, yes. Bobby would.
Dude, Bobby will. I was gonna say Bobby's.
Bobby's Porter about to be thrown all around the cell if that were to happen.
Instead of Joe is gonna kill you, Bobby's gonna kill you.
Oh my God, Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal. That's another one.
HBK and Brett, yes, freak. Yes.
God versus Vince. Shut up, Jesus. Athena and Jade, yes. Myron Reed versus KC Navarro, indie wrestlers. Okay, I like it. Savannah Evans, Ruthless Layla, Wesley Pipes, Manuel Ferreira. See, I don't trust Matt anymore, so I'm not sure. But bro, Hell in a Cell. So
I would have liked to see Osprey. Oh, sorry.
go ahead. Go.
Osprey versus Okada in Hell in a Cell because they've had 2 matches at Wrestle Kingdom, if I remember correctly. They've had 2 matches at Wrestle Kingdom, and it would be cool to see a trilogy, inside a cell.
Okay.
That would have been cool. That would have been, cute.
Any other feuds going on?
Drew versus Roman.
Ooh.
Yes, Jesus. Well, hey, maybe at the what's that pay-per-view called
Clash
in Wales?
At the Castle.
Clash at the Castle.
I knew you were about to fucking ask me. I had it ready at the tip of my tongue.
There you go. I was like, I don't remember the name. All I know is that apparently tickets are fucking expensive.
Not surprising. Oh, I also forgot to talk about it. They moved. Wait, did I talk about it last week that they moved Money in the Bank?
Yes, I only know that because Tony Khan just felt he had to say something about it. I'm like, bitch,
Tony Khan can honestly suck my dick. Like, I'm so done. Like, promote your own shit instead of talking shit. Like, goddamn.
I know people. Oh my god, the way people clap back at him. They were showing pictures, like aerial shots of unfilled arenas from AEW shows. And they're like, I don't know why this dude talking mad shit about them changing location when this is how, for a pay-per-view, when this is how his weekly shows look like, and it shows like, an aerial shot of the arena with like some empty seats. I'm like, Tony, you gotta shut your fucking mouth, okay? Like, if you have so much faith in AEW and you think it's that much better and it's that good, then just shut the fuck up. Like, you don't need to talk a big game against WWE to make your company look good or to make you feel better so it can help you sleep at night, okay? Like just shush. It's annoying. Like, it is honestly the most annoying thing. Like, you don't see literally anyone talk as much shit the way Tony does. And so directly,
No, like...
And then, like, he uses that, like, he talks shit, and then, oh, we'll watch Dynamite tonight at this. I'm like, dude, like, shut up. Like,
I hate turn it on.
Yeah.
Rick also said Asuka Nikki. Yeah?
I was
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say
just put Asuka in a cell. This is the reason here.
I know, right?
Just put her in a cell. TK was on some shit during the media scrum with Punk. Oh my god.
What?
So the media scrum after Double or Nothing.
I left social media after.
It's the way
after the match.
Tony Khan popped off and CM Punk is just sitting there like, this motherfucker's crazy. Like, that's another thing you just have to look up to. But we're gonna end the show and stay tuned because Savannah's gonna react to the MJF thing live. So stay tuned for that. If you're staying and you're here for the recording or the live stream, if you're not, sorry. Maybe I'll clip it and put it on YouTube. We'll see. I keep saying that and I never do, but I will eventually.
Oh well.
So thank you guys for watching. Savannah, tell the people where they can find you and the things you have been in / will be doing, all that jazz.
If you want to find me when I come back sometime next week, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at y2garcia_. If there's no underscore, it's not me. That mistake has been made. Anything that I've done, I guess the most recent thing that I've done is just I've mentioned last week, the newest episode of the New Japan Takeover where my friend Gemma and I do a Capital Collision recap. It was so much fun, so you can go check that out. What I have coming up, I don't think I have anything. Just when Forbidden Door comes, I believe that's the next major New Japan related show. I plan on doing a recap, and I plan on having at least a 4-person panel this time.
Isn't Dominion happening or something?
Dominion! I just mentioned that, yeah. Dominion. That's the next... I don't know, but I was literally just talking about it right now with Jay and Okada. How their match should be in the cell. Oh my god. Dominion is the next one before Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door, I still want to have a 4-person panel. Dominion, I wouldn't mind still just doing 2 people. But yeah, look out for a Dominion recap, which the show isn't until the 12th of this month. So at some point during that week, just be on the lookout.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to. It's so hard to type one-handed. I need to like get. I can't wait to get it set up.
And speaking of, actually, Katie, before I do that Dominion recap, you need to send me a new script because yes, when I plugged the show on that show, it's scripted and oh my god, it is.
I did watch it. I will say, you did your best.
And Katie, like you could just say like
Savannah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to send you a new script. My bad.
No, it's okay. But I'm just gonna make sure I have one this time around because again, it was awful. But yeah, so yeah, but that's where you can find me and what I've been up to mostly, even though it's not that recent. But
that's okay. Obviously you can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13. Link to my about to take it all things She Lead Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Lead Showcase. Typically Thursdays, 9 p.m. or not 9 anymore. 6 p.m. Eastern. Next week for sure 6. The week after that I will be at the beach. So we might be, I know, look at me go. So we might be doing a random possible Saturday, Sunday. I have to talk to you about that and figure out when you want to do that.
Wait, this Sunday?
No, not this Sunday. Like the 18th or the 19th.
Gotcha. I was like, Katie, I have a graduation this weekend. I cannot do shit this weekend.
Why did we do another show? We just did one.
I don't know. My dad was texting me that there was food and I was distracted. Okay.
That's okay. So stay tuned for that. YouTube videos there. Go watch it. It's very entertaining. Audio, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Why am I so bad at remembering these right now? Heel Tactics. Justin created all the music for the shows. She Lead Showcase, Inside the Mind of, In the Crowd, and New Japan Takeover. Go give him some love. He just dropped an EP. So go, all the links in the description. Go check it out. He's so talented. Love him. He's great. He and I will be doing an interview soon. You and I need to do it in the crowd, by the way. And I need to do your Inside the Mind of. We got shit to do this summer, my dear.
Yeah.
But if you want to check anything else out, Inside the Mind of is an interview series I do with people in the wrestling community. So a possible Get You episode too. There's a lot happening. So go check all of that out. In the crowd, collab show, game show kind of thing. We have merch. Like I said, I'm trying to create something for Pride Month. I
still want to see it.
I still need to draw it up. I need to talk to my core little group here. The people know the core 4. So I need to see if they think it's okay, and then I gotta send it to you, and then it might be up on the store regardless, or you can get the Pro Wrestling Pro Choice shirt. All proceeds from our store are going to Planned Parenthood because, you know, women deserve to have fucking rights. It's crazy, I know. You can also just catch me on Smackin' Raw. I'm on there 9 times out of 10. I will be on it tomorrow. So I'm there if you can't find me here. I think that's everything. I don't know.
And if it's not, we'll get it next week.
If I forgot something, tough shit. It's the same shit every week. Everything's in the bios. Just read those. So again, stick around for After the Fact because Savannah's gonna react to this MJF pipe bomb, unscripted, uncensored, not unscripted. So until next time, same thing. Bye bye.